Welcome, welcome to Grown Men Chopping It Up with J.R. Ryder and Kerry with a K. This is a grown-up place for grown-up talk. Put the kids to bed and crank up the volume. And let's get to it.
Today's episode is brought to you by the turkey hole. When a man puts his entire head inside of a woman's pee hole, Kerry surprised us all with his POV porn film Inside the Turkey Hole. That's fucker. I notice we get a lot more strange people requesting this shit.
Well, we got to go where the sponsorship is.
Right, yeah, if they give us the money, we own it.
And this is called the turkey hole, right?
Yes, the turkey hole. I want to know if anybody's actually ever done that.
Did they pay in cash or check or turkey giblets?
Well, they actually paid us in cash, so it's good the check won't bounce.
So, hey, doing another podcast. We're doing it over a program this time, so sound might be a little different, but, saying great content.
Right. If you can hear the content, you're doing well.
Right. So, you want to jump in or you want me to start it off?
Yeah, let me jump in with the question that's been on hold for a while this woman sent me.
Okay.
Okay, she starts by saying, please keep my name private, Dana. No, I'm just kidding.
Lisa.
Hey, Mom, I know this is you. I'm kidding. So basically, when I started my new job 5 years ago, my husband was still working. Everything was good. But over time, things started falling apart because last year, he quit his job and decided to do Uber full time. Oh, would have done that. He was doing it on a regular until he started seeing the money that I was bringing home. He got lazy and stopped working, saying it took too much gas and wear and tear on his car. So now I'm pretty much the sole provider in our home, taking care of pretty much everything.
Uh-huh.
Always make sure the kids are taken care of as far as clothes, shoes, hair, things like that. Christmas, birthday is always on point. I always make sure that he doesn't go without because that's just the type of person I am. Gullible. I'm naturally giving. The last time I got a gift from him was 2014. I don't usually ask him for anything because I'm so damn independent. I know that's odd being married, but I'm used to paying for everything and not getting anything. I'm tired of it though, and lately he's been riding with me at my job when he could be out making money. I don't know what to do. I love him so much, but I'm a woman with more needs than just sex. I've had this conversation with a friend, and she instantly said divorce, but she doesn't like him anyway. So please give me your best advice.
Okay. Well, let me start off with the advice. Pimping ain't dead. These hoes just scared.
This man is just living AOB. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, he didn't try to get the milk for free. He paid for the cow. He just want milk. Just want to sit around and drink milk.
Once she signed on the dotted line, he figured everything was fine.
Right. I mean, people do what they can get away with, right? So
yeah, that's for sure.
She hasn't set proper boundaries, and now she has to go backwards and try to set boundaries where she should have set them before. But it's okay. She just you have a long journey, so she has to play what's called the long game. So she's gonna have to start to slowly but surely set boundaries, and as she set these boundaries, he's gonna respond, negatively at first, but per the long run, he'll form into shape.
Right. So right now the horses are out of the stable.
Right. So basically, she has to do one at a time we're protecting his ego because she still wants to protect her marriage, and men, we're ego driven. So she has to find a way to comfort his ego, but also get what she wants out of the situation. And when people say, oh, just divorce and just that, yeah, that's the easy way. But then you start dating and then you pick up a whole nother problem when you already have a problem. So he does have the ability to work, but she has made it too comfortable for him not working. So I'm saying you have to start with A. So if your money is under your control, then you need to totally have control over it. He needs to be put on an allowance.
That's nasty.
Right, but you gotta say, hey, look, these are my goals for the next. I need this amount of money. So all this free stuff and you coming up to my job and you doing all this, you can't do no more because I'm strict. You know, I gotta save this money. I'm trying to get to this goal because I'm trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? So she gotta grow balls.
Yeah.
Which is
I wonder how he feels comfortable doing that too.
Because I mean, he must have like an entry level job, which he probably never liked anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, with her saying things like, I've always been so independent and I've always done this and I've always done that. Well, you took his role. If he doesn't have a role to play, then what is he supposed to do? You know what I mean?
She took the breadwinner role.
Yeah. So your roles are reversed. And I see this all the time. You don't know how many women tell me that their man can't put a shelf up in the closet. Their man can't change a tire. Their man can't do, and they know how to do these things. And then they wonder why they're not getting certain things in their relationship. Well, you've taken his place. You've taken the man's place. So you have to treat him like we treat the girls. You got to put your foot on his neck. And what you used to tell me when we was young, keep him busy, right? Keep him doing something.
Busy.
Right? So she needs to keep him busy. She needs to make sure there's something that he needs to do every day. Right? Because their roles are reversed.
You remember checklist.
Yeah, their roles are reversed. And it's totally okay.
Also, if she could fill out applications for him too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She has to take the male lead role. And if she doesn't want to do it, she can't be with him. Because you've created this monster. It's just no different than when a dude got money and he get a girl and he take care of all the bills and everything, right? And then they wonder a couple years down the road why she not doing X, Y, and Z. Well, you created the monster.
Mm-hmm.
So once
that's very true. Yeah,
once you create the monster, now that's your relationship. That's your dude. And the roles are reversed and you need to talk to your dudes, your dude friends. Yeah. And ask them what they do to get their girl motivated and use that same stuff on him.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
That's what I think.
Yeah, and that's very true. And she probably knows that, but she wanted to hear it from somebody else.
Yeah, but she probably didn't understand the role reversal. Most people don't understand that when you reverse the roles, that then you have to act like the man in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to become the guy in the situation where you guys have switched roles. And now you can see what we go through. So everything she going through, this is what men go through on a daily basis.
Yeah, and I think at some point when she starts doing this, he's gonna start feeling like a woman,
right?
And maybe he'll piss her get off the pot.
But he already does, right? Because he goes up to her job. He hangs out with her at working. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really want to work. He wants to be around the house. That's what women do.
And then she give him spending money.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They have switched roles. If you want a different kind of man, well, that's not what you got. You know what I mean? So either you have to do some hard decisions to switch him back to what you want, or you just gotta put your foot on his neck.
Yeah, because who quits their job to work for Uber?
You do.
People work for Uber too.
Yeah, but you do that when you have a woman who has taken over your responsibility, always independent, always handling stuff with the kids, always. I don't have a place no more. So because I don't have a place, what am I? I don't feel I can go work for Uber because it don't matter what I do anyway. You know what I mean? Like she took his spot.
Right. He take care of all the bills. He like, well, what can I pay the cable bill?
Yeah, right. I mean, you think about it. Me and you, we've always had a job. Why? Because there ain't nobody else for help. it ain't no option.
Right.
If we don't go to work,
where is it that I don't have to work?
There you go. It's never an option for me to stop working and go ride Uber. Like that don't even calculate.
You can't even speak that English.
Right. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I did have a girl once that told me I didn't have to work and I could just, be with her and blah, blah. And I had to stop talking to her. This is bullshit. What are you trying to do? Kill me?
I had that too. And to this day, I wish I did it. she
At least be off for a little while.
Right. She came into a bunch of money and wanted me to move out of state. And I was like, And, yeah. I could have been sitting back, going up to her job, driving Uber.
Like, baby, I need some gas in my car.
Right, to go drive Uber. So
what would be really bad too is if he's not doing all the right stuff with his free time.
But you gotta wait. You forgot one key thing that she said. She said more than sex. So he's dicking her down.
Right.
And that probably used to be enough.
Yeah.
It probably all the red flags she seen, she just overlooked because he's dicking her down.
Yeah, because he's older than she is too.
But you never really, when you listen to what she says, you gotta trip on the fact that she says all this stuff happened before and it's more than sex. So she's actually a little bit luckier than most women that talk to us about this kind of stuff. They don't even get digged in.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I used to say that if you're in a relationship and you got all the trust in the world, but the sex is bad, you got a problem.
Definitely.
But if you got problems arguing and you don't get along with your mom and everything, and the sex is good, there's no problem.
Right. A person will forgive you. A couple orgasms will make a whole argument disappear.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we call that the flashy thing over here. She always say I flashy thinged her.
Oh, okay. You flashy?
Like the tool from Men in Black.
Oh, okay.
She said, you flashy thinged me. I was mad at you.
Oh, when she gets mad, you see. You know what? I'm the total opposite when I get mad, and I guess that's my stubborn part. I don't want to have sex. Like if you make me mad,
want to be touched.
Yeah, I'll be like, fuck no, get away from me. Like my dick don't work. It's mad. It's like, no, we ain't not fucking her just because she said some stupid shit. And then later on, after you do it, you always feel like, yeah, that was kind of stupid. I should have just did it. I would have felt better.
After sex, I always think, did I take that too far?
Did I take
Maybe I shouldn't have said that last part.
Right. No, the pussy is the flashy thing. Because once you get in it, you forget everything else that she said and she did.
Right. It's like, oh, she didn't make me dinner last night. I wasn't hungry anyway.
Right. Yeah, you start rationalizing shit. She crashed the car, spent up all the money. But damn, that head was fire.
They know that too.
They flashy.
Hey, maybe she should stop having sex with him.
Woo, but then that's dangerous. See, the thing is this though. You can't never use sex as a weapon because once you use it up.
Yeah, you can't do it again.
Right. So
I'm only falling for that once.
Right, because if she stops having sex with him because she's angry and want him to change, she has to finesse the sex and making him change. So women realize how much power they got. We love it. We love the pussy. I can remember being in an argument and being hella mad. And then, she go get in the shower and I smelled a Victoria's Secret gel. God damn, that shit smell good. And I'm mad. And then she walked by the door and put oiling up. Fuck. I'm mad.
Stop looking so damn good.
I don't want to be mad no more. So she can finesse it out of him. She can use it as a tool. Like, I really want to give you some head. Did you fill out that Target application?
God damn it. If you rub on my booty, you better hope them dishes done, nigga.
Right. Finesse it. You know what the end game is. You just gotta, and then during sex, you can ask me anything, and I probably would agree to it.
Yeah. That definitely would happen.
Matter how close to orgasm I am, you might get a boat.
You see what I did? I bought her a car.
That's what I'm saying. Once you get close, the request come out is yes.
And yes, especially if you got my dick in a precarious position.
Yeah, yes.
Anytime.
Yeah.
You
Later
want
on,
rims on that? Yeah.
Yeah. Later on, I gotta negotiate up out of it, but at that moment, you win.
Right. You gotta tell. Hey, it's like, that's pillow talk. You can't take that seriously. It's only valid when my head is on the pillow.
Exactly. So let's sum up our advice to her. I say that she's in a role reversal situation. So she has to do what guys do. She's the man in the relationship. Mm-hmm. So she has to do what guys have to do. So she has to take control. She has to put her foot on his neck. She has to still find a way to still be loving and caring, but also firm. So I mean, welcome to our world. Welcome to our world.
Yeah. And since it's been since 2014, since she's got a gift, that's some bullshit.
But you know what? What kind of conversations are you having? How can he get a gift when he ain't got no job?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so what kind of conversations are you having with him? Does he know what your favorite things are? You know what I mean? Like, does he not buy you gifts because you buy yourself everything that you want? See, you got to understand, like, we'll buy you what we think you need, but if you going out coming home with bags because you're so independent, why would I go out and buy you it? You got it. I can't afford the stuff that you want. Is she into the little things? Can he make her a gift? You know what I mean? Can he write her a poem? Would she appreciate that? Like, women act like they want this romantic shit, but if you ain't open to it, then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So
you can't just be on the internet that they like romantic shit. They gotta want it in real life.
They gotta want it in real life and realize the little things are the most important. Does he know that the little things are the most important to you? Do he think that you only want expensive bags? Do he think you only want jewelry? Do you think he wants stuff that he can't afford? So he's kind of like demasculated himself by being with you. You took his testosterone. You got to find a way to get it back. You need to have card nights at your house and put some other dudes in the room with him. You know what I mean? Like, it's embarrassing when everybody go around the table and ask what they do, and you say you drive Uber.
And she said he quit that. He don't even drive Uber no more.
Exactly. But what's the peer group like? You know what I mean? Like, you can.
Yeah, that's important.
Right. It's like if your girl hoe, you try to bring her around some housewives, so she can get some housewives. So she can get some housewife skills.
Right. You can be a hoe and a housewife.
Exactly. But you need to be around some housewives.
Right.
Or are you just a hoe?
See? Is you a housewife or is you a hoe?
All right, we're getting off topic, but hope we helped her.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure she's one of our subscribers, so I'm sure she'll listen to it as soon as it comes out.
All right. Hey, let's jump into my topic, man. So,
right on.
Somebody was talking to me about red flags in relationships. And what's a red flag that you will never ignore again? That you see and you ignore it, but you're like, fuck that. I'm never ignoring this red flag. What's one of yours?
I had just finished having sex with a woman, went to the bathroom to pee, and I came back and she was masturbating.
That's a red flag?
Fuck yeah, that's a red flag. That's telling me that I ain't shit.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, that didn't motivate you to just get back in the game?
Hey, I was over 40, so I'm one and done, my nigga. I'm like, I'll give you a strong 20 minutes, but I ain't getting back. I need another 20 to get back up. She could have at least invited me to it. You're like, hey, how about you help me out while you waiting through my refractory period?
Right. So it was your ego attacked. It wasn't that what happened. It was just she could have helped. I mean, she could have invited you in.
Yeah, and that could be a sign of someone that is insatiable too, because an insatiable woman, may not be happy with just you. When I leave, Kerry from next door is over there beating the walls.
Right. Man, I don't see that as a red flag. Shit, that's who you wife. Shit, she can get started without you. I can't be mad at you. Shit,
But there are some bigger red flags, like she's always shopping too much. She doesn't pay attention to the bank account and gets all these damn overdraft fucking fees.
Yeah.
That's a black flag.
Yeah, that's a flaming red flag.
Right, she's not in control of her spending.
Right.
Keep her away from your card.
All right. So, person 1 said, if a person disappears for days at a time, don't call or answer calls or texts. That's definitely a red flag.
Yeah, and guys tend to do that more than girls do. Because a girl will talk to you in front of the side dude, he won't say shit.
Right.
But if you're a guy in front of the side chick, she be coughing and shit, or she be trying to get you caught up. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to cough. Bitch, you should shut up while I'm on the phone with my wife.
Okay, person number 2 said, when one says they don't want a relationship or they hate them, know that they mean it regardless of what you do. They mean it. Must listen to what one says. Because,
now... take that back,
Yeah, nowadays, that's the common thing with a lot of women and men who get out of relationships is that they don't want another one, or one person says that, and then one person always thinks that they can change it, change the other person's mind. So even though going into it, it's like, okay, yeah, we gonna meet on Wednesday and fuck. One of the person thinks, yeah, I'm fucking them every Wednesday, so it's gonna become something more. And it's like I always say, when you start to feel like there's a difference in the original agreement, you voice that opinion. Like, hey, I'm starting to feel different. I don't want the dick just on Wednesday. I want it every day. Hey, wait a minute, that sounded gay.
Hey, we gotta save that audio so I can play that shit. I want the dick every day.
Pause.
How often you want the dick?
So you have that kind of thing too. So it's like once it changes, you need to communicate that there's a change.
Yeah, this guy told me once that cheating is not just cheating with somebody else. He said a girl is cheating on you if she gains 50 pounds in a relationship. That's cheating.
No, that's more than cheating. That's sabotage.
He said because that's not how she came in.
Hey, come with that same energy you came in this relationship with.
Right. I want you working out like you was when you caught me.
Right. That's how you caught me. So person number 2 says, I don't think I've experienced red flags. I don't think I have red flags that I've ignored. I think people are too focused on getting into a relationship versus just getting to know somebody. And I mean, that's kind of like a red flag too. Like if somebody is you just meet them and they're like, oh, babe, we see it on Facebook and Instagram all the time, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's bad. Like after 2 dates, it's like, oh, me and bae this, me and bae that. Like that's kind of like a red flag.
I see that so much on Facebook. Is like, because sometimes I'm just nosy, so I look at somebody's profile and go back some. Yeah. And you see pictures of other dudes and, oh, I love you, but you loved somebody else 2 months ago.
Right.
What's wrong with you? You're broken.
Okay, person number 4. In past relationships and everyday interaction, problems always being the other person's fault is a sign the person lacks accountability. Yeah, like when people talk about their exes and all they say is bad shit about their exes, and they never it was never their fault. Like they got bad credit because of their ex. They got bad, they got repossessed cars because of their ex. They got they got evictions because of their ex. They got who the fuck was you with? Little Charles Manson?
Bill some bugs.
Right? I always think it's funny because I be like, you've been on this earth 40 years and you ain't learned not to get your shit fucked up yet. Like every relationship, did somebody run off with your car? Every relationship.
I learned everything I need to know when Ice Cube left NWA. Sometimes you can't trust those motherfuckers.
Sometimes you. But the thing is that when people be in relationships and they be in 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, 5-year relationships, and then they come back and tell you all the stuff that they didn't trust in the person, and it's like, well, at what point were you gonna separate your finances? Like after the 2 years, after the 3 years, you just was gonna ride it out, what was the
glutton for punishment?
Yeah, what was the end game? You had to have did you have a plan at any point? And maybe that's my fault because I overplanned. I'm like, I'm 44. My birthday was not a couple days ago, and you gotta be careful with dating at this stage in the game because I'm trying to look at retirement. So, you marry the wrong person. And I met a dude at work the other day. He did. He was married for a lot of years and got divorced. Thought he met the one. And so he had to pay alimony to his first wife. He got this new one. And this new one was a piece of work. After 2 years, her head spinned around backwards. And, basically, it took him, forever. So now he has two people. You know what I mean? It's like, well, if you guard yourself a little bit, you know what I mean? You gotta really, you really take you really gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, they say fool me once, shame on you.
Okay, go ahead.
Shame on me.
Go ahead, George Bush.
He said, fool me once, whatever.
Texas, everything bigger in Texas. I don't know how he finished it. Okay.
All my ex is living in Texas.
Not so. Next person. Not so much a red flag, but not being honest early on about how I feel about certain things. I've learned to be more upfront and stand behind what I'm feeling and not dial it back because I'm afraid of what the other may say or how they might start to act. I've learned to be more confident. So, yeah, I mean, you do have to, that's the thin line, right? You start dating somebody, you can't come in with everything you expect and everything you want from jump, right?
Yeah.
You gotta kind of piece it together or you're going to run the other person off.
Yeah, also learn that you can't share everything right in the beginning. You got to ease them into some of that shit.
Yeah, right. You got to just, I always say every shocking thing you tell them after they fall in love.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Being personal level, I had a vasectomy. Well, I don't tell them until they love me. Then it's too late.
Right. I've been accused of that already.
But I'm saying I can't tell you in the beginning because then you're gonna go away. I don't like you.
Yeah, it's like I told Steph. I said, hey, I had to get you first.
Right. Yeah. I mean that's just because being totally honest. After you love me, I can tell you anything.
Right.
Like hey,
except you had a dude's finger in your booty. You can't tell him.
You can tell them that once you fall in love. Because what are they gonna do? They're not gonna go nowhere. Nobody's gonna treat them as good as you do. So you can tell her. You can tell her about that time when you was at camp. You want to tell the listeners about the time you were at camp?
I ain't never been to camp.
When they said,
hey, I had an incident with Bobby Brown's manager once though.
It's really gay.
Hey, I'm sitting in one of his houses, right?
Uh-huh.
And this nigga, he had a photo album book full of dudes in front of houses and cars.
Uh-huh.
So he's showing me the shit like, yeah, see this man, see this? And he's talking like a regular dude. So I'm like, oh, that's straight. Like, you sell houses? He's like, nah, these are my boys. I'm like, what? Your boys? He's like, yeah, you know, my boys. And he gets that look in his eye like child molester guy. I said, hey, wait a fucking minute. I'm straight.
He's about
I thought. Go ahead. I thought you wanted me to, wanted to manage my rap career, nigga. You trying to get some ass? You stupid as fuck.
You could have been bigger than Ice Cube, but you just would have gave up the booty.
Just take it in the ass, huh?
Right. Take one for the team.
Yeah, I could have been part of the whole campaign and telling on people.
Yeah, you could have been a whistleblower.
See? I've been blowing his whistle.
Yeah.
Faggot shit.
Yeah, butthole exposed.
Rough Ranger. No way.
All this damn morals and values. All right. Last person. Actions and words not matching up. What they say and what they do are two different things. Red flag. Not being able to trust a person like I trust my closest friends and family. Red flag. Not feeling comfortable to be myself around them. Flaws and all. Red flag. They have an excuse for everything. They just can't say I'm sorry. Oh.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. The last one that she said, I think is real. They make excuses for everything. They just can't say sorry. That's the hardest red flag for me, because when you talk to somebody or you date somebody or you're with somebody, you want to be able to be vulnerable. And to me, part of being vulnerable is not knowing everything. You know what I mean? Like, they could tell you some shit. I'm the kind of person that if you tell me something, like I could be arguing with you or not arguing because I don't like to argue. But if we're having a discussion and you like, look, the sky is light blue. And I'm like, well, it looks like it's kind of royal blue. And I say royal blue because in 1973, so blah, 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 blah. And I want you to come back like, oh, well, it's royal blue, I mean, sky blue because the sky, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't know that. Right. Okay, right. You taught me something.
You can admit when you're wrong.
And I think it's probably kind of like maybe what I do for a profession, because I fix things, and I don't know how to fix everything. So sometimes if I'm trying to fix something at work, I might not have a clue how this thing works. And somebody who's not even went to school like I did or skilled, they might come up and be like, oh, you just, you have to turn that to the left. And I'd be like, oh, really? You know what I mean? I'm not.
Let's try it.
Yeah, my ego ain't that big to where I can't take criticism. That's all my point is. Like, I can take it. I'd be like, whatever. And that's how you want to be in your relationship. So it is a red flag if you can't have those levels. But people say they want communication, but don't understand what real communication is, right?
Yeah, real communication is hard.
It's naked, right?
Yeah.
Because you got the real communication, it might hurt your feelings. But if you know it's coming from a loving place, it's all good, right?
Yeah, and that's the number one thing you got to let them know is like, this is coming from a loving place, but your legs are looking a little jiggly. But I love you to death. We can walk together and all that. But hey, no more of those skirts for a while.
But I don't bring up anything unless A, I have a solution. B, I'm going to tell you my part in it too. And C, I'm going to listen to your part. So I have those three things if I ever bring up anything in a relationship. But 98% of the time, I'm not even going to bring up anything.
Yeah. And you know what's hard too? It's like when you bring up something that you genuinely feel, and then they're listening loaded. Oh. So they say, oh, for real? You know what? Well, by the way, your dick is little.
Right. You like, we talking about you fucking up cooking rice.
So that concludes our show. We know there's a lot of podcasts you could be listening to.
And should be listening to. So,
man, I guess it's time for us to end this one.
And that concludes our show.
Hey, until next,
let's just find a good spot to end it. Right?
Yeah, well, let's just wrap this up, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, well, I guess so. We'll check y'all out later.
So that concludes our show tonight. We know there's a lot of podcasts you could be listening to.
And should be listening to.
So we thank you for riding with us. I'm J.R. Rydha.
And I'm Kerry with a K. Make sure you look us up on Facebook or Instagram, or get at us on grownmenchoppingitup@gmail.com. That's spelled out GROWNMENCHOPPINGITUP. And remember, everybody kneeling ain't praying.
Peace.